Hi everyone, it's James from Eurovision Ireland back for a new season of Review in 2, Eurovision Ireland's lightning fast review show. We know you don't have all day to spend watching reaction videos, and if you do, seriously, why? Think about your choices. So we just give you 2 minutes or less on all 35 songs heading to the Eurovision Song Contest 2026, which is of course taking place in Vienna in Austria. Never any hate, just a difference of opinion. I'll talk about what I like, what I don't like, what I think can be improved on, and all 35 songs are going to get their review in a moment. So sit back, relax, enjoy Review in 2, and let the Eurovision Song Contest 2026 begin. Let's take a look at France. Monroe and Regarde! Exclamation mark. Now, the moment the music video for this starts, there's that dramatic chord on the strings. We're flying through Paris. It's all lit up under our feet, going down the Seine towards this tower block. I'm like, okay, very dramatic. I like this. And I think that chord, for a televoting audience especially, it grabs your attention. So I'm like, right, this is a very good start. We then move to Monroe singing. She has a very soft, very gentle, very angelic sounding voice. And I'd argue that of all the singers in this year's contest, she's probably one of the technically strongest, which is amazing. Very gentle, as I said, but then she starts hitting those high notes in opera and you're like, okay, wow, she really can sing. She's incredibly talented. Opera is a bit of an unusual one at Eurovision. I was discussing this on All Out Eurovision on the radio a couple of weeks ago. The last couple of winners, Nemo from Switzerland, JJ from Austria, they've had sort of operatic nods in their songs or, operatic vocals. So it's a style that at the contest has been doing well recently. Its history goes back even further, which is fascinating. I think this could do well for France. Now, as I've said, opera's been doing well for the last few editions of the contest. She's clearly a phenomenal singer, so all these things sort of put France in good stead. Can it win the Eurovision Song Contest? Now, we haven't seen a French win at Eurovision for nearly 50 years. I suspect one is coming. I'm not sure it's going to be this year. I think even though I've said it's together as a package, it's done really well. We know France can stage things very well, which will help. I think a jury are going to respond to the fact that she can sing. A televote will be pulled in by that drama. I think there's a lot of things that could work well here for France. I think they will be one of the ones to watch. I think there are a couple at the top of the scoreboard that are going to be sort of leapfrogging over each other with maybe one or two that sort of pull ahead of everyone else. I think France will definitely be up there. I don't know, something about this just tells me it's not a winner outright, but it's definitely getting France talked about, and I think we are gearing up for a French win. In the same way with Switzerland, with Austria, we sort of saw them, honing their craft, doing better. I think this is a really strong entry from France, and yeah, I don't doubt that we'll be back in France for Eurovision very soon.